gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Yellow Submarine with myself, Jonathan Lubindao, my co-host Kiki, she's sticking around. And with us today, I'm trying to, I think what's my little sister's age to see it. Okay, I think anyway, okay, anybody that was born before 95, anybody that was born before 95, you definitely know of this group, even if you don't know the individual names. With us today, we have People's Choice. Alright. Welcome to our Yellow Submarine. Let me introduce you all individually, because we all actually only ever knew you as a group. But to my left here we have Mr. Franz Katamelo, middle Mrs. Anna Afrikaner, and to the end there Mr. Tudinyan. Did I get it right? Yes. Did I get it right?
Welcome.
All right. So let's go. We were talking earlier about one of your songs, the one that most Namibian people will know you for, the one that was on repeat for NBC. Like I don't know. I'm sure you guys made like $1 million off of royalties because that song played every day, like 15 times a day.
National anthem level.
So I was asking, who wrote the song? Who wrote the song? Can we go back to that just for our listeners?
I wrote the song. When I entered the practice hall, they were busy playing. Franz was composing on the keyboard. So when I came in, I liked the sound. So I said, just play on while I'm busy.
Okay, I'm gonna be stopping you at parts of this story as you go, because I don't know how old I was then, but I don't think you want me to tell you how old I was at that time. So there's a lot about the group that I actually, you know, I've heard speculation on, but I actually want to hear sort of first hand. Now, at that time, were you a group already? Were you already People's Choice, or
yes,
already?
Yes.
Okay. So this was band practice. So you guys were a band.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah.
And so I decided, let me start and let me try out a little bit of that song. So I actually began with that Siwelewele verse, but I wanted them to put it in Setswana for me. But they said, no, let's start with this verse because it's catchy.
Yeah.
Very catchy.
Yeah, and actually, which is Setswana at the end of the day. Siwelewele means.
Hold on, before you. I actually, this moment has to be caught on.
Okay.
On like is everybody paying attention, because I'm sure there's nobody who hasn't wondered what that song means.
True.
Because you will sing it though, but you don't know what it means. Tell us, let's go.
Okay. Siwelewele. As you can see, the chorus just blend in with the lead vocals, because the lead vocals here says, "Don't look back, look forward." In actual fact, it means don't be trapped. Siwelewele means don't fall in. Yeah. Don't fall in by being trapped by looking back.
Looking back.
Don't look back.
So like
look forward, because if you look back, you might fall in and being trapped. Yeah. So
the message is actually much deeper than I expected. Yes. All right. Okay.
So were you guys like, how was the band formed? How did you guys get together? You guys from the same hometown? You guys friends? How did you know each other? How did you meet? How do you guys know each other? Yeah.
We are friends.
No?
We are friends. So Franz and Anna were dating then. They were dating. And I was their friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how the band was started.
Then it was like each one of you had your musical contribution, and then you guys just decided, well, let's kick it together and let's... How did the name People's Choice come up? Was it just like you guys knew you guys gonna make it? So you just decided, man, we are the People's Choice officially. There's no other name suiting our band right now.
No, a late friend of us, Honey, but actually he's a South African. So 94. It was this Mandela's elections of Mandela.
Oh yes.
It was People's Choice Mandela. So we said our name is IPT or what?
Yeah.
Inje Punde Tangwe, something, a wrong name.
Okay.
And he said, no, I think...
A Herero name. Wait, why a Herero name?
Because we are from America, we wanted that. But this guy said, can't you take this People's Choice name? It will fit in with you. So,
Yeah.
So
with the moment of today,
today.
because by then it was a campaign of President Mandela. Yeah.
Okay.
And just to have the record straight here, this song was in fact released 1990.
We recorded it in 94.
94. Yeah. And then it leaked for a whole year.
So 96.
For a very whole year. It was released after a year. The whole album now.
Yeah.
But this specific
That song leaked. Now, how did the song leak? How did that?
You know, by then we were immature, and after the recording, I think one of us got hold of the song, and then we wanted
like
to,
a friend to
yeah.
And then that
You
friend
let
listened,
your
and then that
friend
friend-
listen,
yeah.
and then. This is because everyone liked it, and for this year, whole year that it leaked, it was already a hit. I'm telling you, this is why we accepted the name even People's Choice, because we knew that it's gonna be a hit. Yeah, because of the leakage. Yeah, because everyone liked it.
Yeah, but sometimes you never know. Sometimes it's actually better, because maybe if it had come out with the whole album, you know, sometimes there are songs that you're like, okay, it's good, and then when you're putting out the album, you don't really pay attention to it. But the fact that it leaked, then you didn't really have a choice.
But we already recorded the whole album. So the album was ready, just the money was not there.
Talanda Jala or All Star is the heat of some sneakers. I pray for the next generation of women. Man, I hope they're not cheaters, I lead us. They say that they love us, but look at the way that they treat us.
So which artists were you guys listening to? You know, like tell me who inspired you? Where did the passion for the music come from? Who was the inspirations?
Martin can answer that one. I guess.
It was Splash. Dalom Kids.
Oh, good. I like the Machicos, eh? Yeah.
But for me, it's Brenda.
I'm a big fan of
I
Machicos.
like Brenda.
Oh yeah,
Brenda first,
definitely Brenda, hands down, yes.
Yeah. For me, you see, like as I'm talking here, 2 weekends ago, I did an opening show for the very same Splash Machicos that he's talking about. Yeah.
Where was this now?
In Khobabis.
But how did they come to Namibia and we don't know?
Just they were invited to Khobabis.
Yeah.
Support base is there.
Oh, the fans are there.
Okay. Apart from the support base, is that the person who brought them this time around was having an event just in Khobabis and not around the country. It was just for Khobabis. That's how he just came to Khobabis. But how we happen to know each other now?
Okay, but did they put on a whole show then?
Yes. It was Machicos, Dalom Kids, and Splash.
You think that sort of, because I didn't hear anything about it.
It was a small something. It's not really.
It was a success though.
It was a small something, although the turn-up was great. It was a small something. But I just wanted to add to what Mr. Martin said, that our inspiration came from him. We want to acknowledge him. You see, like you get that some artists don't want to acknowledge their what is the name there?
Mentors.
Yeah, they are mentors. They don't want. They don't want.
Like their idols. Like the
Your idol. They don't want. I don't know whether some artists thinks that it started with them.
It's maybe hip hop artists.
Yeah. But with us, I'm not shy. I'm not shy, and I will mention it that it started with him, Master Denchanda. Yeah.
Okay.
And how it started is that I also go that far to offload his instruments when he's touring the country.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to offload just to get in free for
Yeah.
free because I didn't have money by then.
True.
Yeah.
So,
But today, like this show where we met, this show that I'm talking about, when we met, they said, Franz, your latest is giving me a headache. It's very, very, I didn't believe that you will come this far. Yeah, you see, he was my mentor by then, but today, I'm no more a supporter. I have catch up. I'm a competitor. Yeah. We are competing now.
Okay, let me ask. Before we get into like the 15-year sort of gap, I wanted to know. Okay, in terms of childhood, because that time that you're talking about, you mentioned Mandela's sort of his campaign and then the '94 election in South Africa. But we had our independence before that, but it's not long before that. So a good part of your life you lived it was in Namibia, Southwest Africa.
Okay.
Yes, if I got that wrong, I was going to be Southwest Africa. Yeah. Tell me about your life up to that point, because even today, I think a lot of children or young people struggle if they tell their parents, no, I want to make music for a living.
Yeah.
Or this is what I want to do with my life, is to make music. A lot of them still sort of struggle because it's looked at something where, especially in this country where it's not always very successful. So what was your different relationships like with your parents or the people that are looking after you, at that time, and did they believe in you? Did they say, no, go ahead and do it, we think you can do it? Or was it sort of, I'm going out of the house, I'll do it whether you want to or not?
Okay, that one I will leave it to Martin. Martin.
No, it was not easy for the parents.
Yeah.
From my side, they didn't just believe in my music, but I did it. But I was also half chased away from home because of it. But I did it with this gentleman.
Okay.
These two people.
Was it easier to get into the music industry? Like in a sense of once you guys get started, to get from a point where you're just a group recording to a group actually making money, progressing, having tours and so forth? Like with the, like an independence time, which is with all of that was happening compared to now. Do you understand?
It was not so easy. I can say it was not easy, but luckily for us, this manager of us, Gomes, he believed in us. He's the one who gave us the green light first. He decided to pay for our recording.
The problem is that our perception of a psychologist is totally wrong. People think that if you go to a psychologist, you're crazy, you have a mental disorder. It's not the case. Basically, what the psychologist teaches you is better mechanisms to cope with your anxiety, your stress. And those coping mechanisms you can use in your whole life. So it's not only for when you're on the stage. Okay. So it can only make you a better person.
Okay.
To get that extra help.
Okay. So
and obviously, the more you get onto the stage, I mean, it at a point it does get better.
Like these days, you don't really need like a full band like back then, because there's a producer and he'll go in and then he'll put the bass guitar in, and he'll put the drums in and whatnot, and and depending on the producer, some of these guys are really good where you'll even think, it sounds like it's a live band. But then it's one producer, so you literally just have to find the right producer, then you write your music and then you sort of record and then release.
For me it's cheaper, but
no,
I'm not into it.
You're not into it.
Yeah, you'd rather be a part of something kind of. So what international performances, let's see, have you guys traveled? Where have you traveled? Where have you performed? Places of the world has music taken you to? Namibia
and South Africa, Botswana.
Okay, Botswana.
Yeah. Let me say in particular, Botswana.
Yeah.
And then Namibia, every town. That's how I know. That's how I know Namibia, because of this band. Every day is not a town that we haven't performed. Yeah,
True.
Because
Okay,
we
that's
were in
the
demand.
best.
We were in demand by them.
Who's the best?
Best support.
Oh, okay. Katima. Ooh,
Really?
yeah. Wow.
Katima.
Really?
Katima, it was always full house, sold out tickets now.
Oh.
Well,
That's
No,
very
no, no.
strange.
Shout out to the people in Katima.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Katima.
No.
Katima is the best.
But I
Alright.
remember our best show was at Una.
You know.
Was it-
Ah.
When was
Oh,
it?
yes,
What year was it?
okay.
And I think
Yeah.
that the
Everything-
students
yeah.
after that show they went and studied. That's why
The age
today
was
we
on
are
our
having-
side that
we are
time.
having doctors
It
and
was
so on.
okay.
Come on, let's go.
Because we
Become
encouraged
doctors.
them at that show to do what they know best.
Which year was when was this UNAM show?
It was.
It was in the 90s. 97.
Yeah,
97. Yeah, it was in the 90s. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the best show we
Show,
had. Yeah.
that you
I
can
think the
remember.
doctors we are having today
Is
was
it-
the spectators at that show.
They were there. Gotta recognize.
Okay, but now in terms of the music that you're doing, is it under your record label that the different albums were released? How is that working? Because you said you produced the
Okay.
I think you said 2015, 2001, 2016. Sorry, 2001.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a bit further back, and then you released yours this year.
Okay. Let me not just clarify this. Hers, which is in the 2000s, was still under the Siwelewele brand.
Okay.
Yeah, and his was under his stable.
Under the sleep.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
mine
Yes.
was under my stable.
Okay. Tell me, no, but don't talk about your stables. Talk about your stables. Talk about your stables. You said yours. What the name of yours is?
Frakat.
Yeah, Frakat music. Yeah,
Frakat
music.
yeah,
Oh, I like
Frakat
that.
means Franz Catamelo. It's just my name and surname combined.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
kind of spicy. I like that.
But does it not have a meaning? I think I've heard that word before.
Like a slang.
Okay, but okay. Under your label, is it just you? Is it starting now? Are we gonna see you in the numbers? Are you entering? Are you playing?
Yeah, you see the problem that I'm having with the numbers. I'm always.
I think every artist that comes has a problem with the numbers.
Yeah. You see, although I'm also a board member.
Yes.
So I'm not talking as a board member now. I'm talking as an artist. Yeah, and a producer of a stable. Yeah, you see, the type of music we are playing.
Yeah.
It was the very, very first type of music known by everyone. Even then, the organizers of the Namas, they knew Brenda Fassie, they knew Yvonne Chaka Chaka, they knew disco. But today, you won't find a category
Disco.
that is just for because we call it township disco. You won't find that there is a category for this type of music.
But you don't. Okay. Is it not maybe because maybe the time that you guys were releasing music, you'll be able to play guitar here, somebody a bass guitar, somebody on the drums. But today's artists, I don't know. You'll be lucky if you find an artist that can play an instrument.
An instrument, yeah.
So I think is it maybe not why that sort of it started going quieter because
but it's totally wrong. Then
excluded.
Then the reason of the NAMA awards existing then is wrong. If they go to acknowledge someone who's plotting on softwares and not acknowledging a one who is doing it live in studio. Then the purpose.
No, is it that? Is it that, or is it just? For example, in that category that you're mentioning now, you'd maybe have two groups.
Yeah.
that can still make that type of music. Because remember, the producers that are here, that are working with the software, most of them are the generation after you guys. And they are making R&B and hip hop. That's really what the tutorials are there for. Because some of that, like even the guitar, I don't know if it's a guitar or if it's that. There's this other instrument that looks like a piano that you squeeze. Like what's that?
Accordion.
Accordion. Accordion. I don't know if that's a sound that was in Siwelewele.
Township disco.
I'll make it a point to make a township disco.
Township pop disco was just there when even I was born.
Okay.
Today, there's categories like Overreach. When did it start, Overreach? There's Damara Pants.
Yeah.
All these categories started yesterday.
Damara Punch is strong. Damara Punch is strong. Damara Punch.
But they
No, but Damara Punch has been going. Damara Punch has been.
Like
It's
a
at
couple
least
of
over
years.
a couple of years.
over 10 years. Damara Punch is over 10 years.
Exactly.
Odisha is maybe the last 3-4 years.
But you see, all these categories are catered for in the numbers.
Still the same?
Damara Punch is straight township pop. As they are singing in Damara Nama.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But where I will differ with her is that it's good that they have created an extra category for it. Yeah, it's good. Damara Pants. There is Overreach. It's good. There is Overreach. But why all of the sudden all the genre that we all know, that we grew up with?
Yeah, it's
combined with now some. You will find that a song like Siwelewele is township disco, but it will now be combined with something else today. With the numbers.
No, but is it not just the natural progression of music? You don't think it's just how music evolves?
No. Then I think they are losing the respect.
But music changes over time. There was rock, and then it changed a little bit.
Exactly. Now add all these categories that are changing, and leave the one that started.
Okay.
Yeah. Add all these ones that are changing.
Yeah.
That is nowadays there's new names that I even know. You know what? I even know these names. Yeah.
No. There's a lot of
Yeah. But don't drag township disco into those categories.
Okay, but
can't it remain?
You know what? We're gonna have to take a break now.
Yeah.
But you know what my answer is to that? I think you should all just get together, and then we find a good producer. Actually, two very good producers that we interviewed.
Yeah.
And then you make a township rock song.
Both of them also got their own producer.
For 2018.
Yes.
Just to show them that it's still alive.
Okay. Why not?
Then we prove our point. Then we prove the point.
Well, why not? Why not?
Right, so we're gonna
Listen to the general, you're looking at me.
we're coming back to you.
Alright, okay. Yellow Submarine will be back in 5 minutes, and then we'll see what we can learn from the ones that came before us and that are still here. Alright.
Oh my God, show them just where to run, attack, tail, and bail, just like these phony homies do it. Because these hailstorms, I call my life and I gone and follow the norms, got me sick, ache like stale bread, tip fairy gone wrong. Hey, Mary, have mercy on me. Can't keep this shit together, try to breathe, the waters cover my soul, the evil's plan prevails on me, like the nails, homie, like a lash, homie, like down the black barrel of this plain pistol, I look and I'm shook.
We're back with People's Choice, Mr. Tudinyane, Mrs. Afrikaner, and Mr. Franz Katamelo. We're on the break. We're talking about how much money you guys made from your album sales, and then I'm not sure who was it who said we should rather ask how many units did you sell? And okay, I'm talking units now. Units is now, I think, for the new generation that's coming out. That time I think we're still using cassette tapes. How many? Like how much more or less were you guys selling around that time?
I read About 5,000 and more. But really, I don't know. Ask them.
No. Let me be honest. You see, by then, as I said, we had one master. We had one master in music. The whole music industry was captured by one man, and it was this Paul Joubert.
Okay.
Yeah, and as I can tell now, copies and papers been seen also by one of my fellow artists, and me also. I'm talking here about 25,000 within and outside. 25 units.
Units. 25.
Yeah. Of
Okay,
CDs.
and remember we're talking cassette tapes. How much were cassette tapes going for that time?
I think I think they were going for 15. Yeah, between 15, 16. And what us the artist were getting by then is something like a $4.
What do you mean? No.
Yeah.
That's what do you mean? $4 per cassette.
Per cassette, yeah.
Per cassette,
yeah,
about $4.
Yeah.
So you were getting, let's say, less than a third.
Yeah, less than a third of the total income.
Okay, yeah, that's that.
Yeah, the whole money were going to the.
Okay, but to the record label.
Yeah, to the record label.
Okay, but what was the record label doing for you guys? Because as far as I can see, you guys composed your own stuff because you were a band. Everybody was playing instruments. Was it just the record? Were they just giving you recording space?
Yeah. First of all, they were recording us. Secondly, they will now pay for
distribution.
No, apart from distribution, I guess is the last for the printing of all the material.
Okay.
Yes, and then after all, they would distribute.
Okay.
You see, when they distribute, it was not just Namibia, because this Paul Joubert company. It was going all over. It's a worldwide. It was worldwide.
Sure.
And then they were selling in other countries, but we were given peanuts. I'm telling you.
But they're not allowed to do that. You know that you have to clear it. If somebody does that and they haven't cleared it with you, they owe you money. They're supposed to pay you. You can't just do that.
But do you know that nowadays even we have given up going to court? What does it help?
Is that not what you said? You're on the board for
Yeah.
The law help you.
No,
but you're on the board for NASCAM.
Yes. No, I'm on the board of NASCAM. It's true, but I can single out incidents where even our Namibian artists is just using songs of even South African, but in a house style.
Yeah, it's something.
You see, without consulting. So who will take you to court?
No, NASCAM is responsible for that. They are the body that's supposed to protect your intellectual property.
No.
Yes.
No, NASCAM is not responsible.
I started with Fruity Loops. I think at the time it was Fruity Loops 4. At the time, I started with Fruity Loops, and then I started making beats, and for that time it sounded really weird. But as time has gone and I was doing research, I became good at it. So, and with that in mind also, you need time. You need time so that you can really become the best. Okay, so I started with Fruity Loops, and now we are in now this years, and we have 20 Fruity Loops 20. For me, after I moved to Mac, because I was using a PC at the time. After I moved to Mac, I fell in love with Logic. Yeah, Logic, as you can see right here, I'm using Logic Pro X. Yeah, which is a very good program, and it's also user friendly, by the way.
The main mandate of NASCAM is just to make sure that you are paid for your work used.
Yes. And if somebody uses your work, NASCAM is supposed to be the one that goes after them to say, no, you can't just sample that without paying.
No. Now, unfortunately, that's not the mandate of NASCAM. Unfortunately, you will have to fight your own legal battles that side. NASCAM is not involved in that. Yeah, no.
I'm okay.
Are you okay? Are you okay? I thought you wanted to come in there.
Oh, okay.
But then how do you protect your music then? What from other people using it or so forth? How would you say?
Yeah, you see what can happen here? If someone uses this song, Siwelewele, unauthorized, okay, can I also ask you a question? How do you think NASCAM is involved here?
No, they are supposed to be like the referee to come in and say, to blow the whistle and be like, no, you are not allowed to do this, you didn't clear it with the artist.
No.
And then they sit both of you down and then they try and figure out something. Or if that other artist doesn't want to sort of cooperate, then they are responsible to take him, they have to take him to court.
No.
They are supposed to have lawyers.
So NASCAM is not fighting battles. NASCAM is just there to clarify that, okay, this is our artist and this is his work. From there, it's you, the fighter, to take it onwards. Yeah, that's why you didn't hear NASCAM was in court all these years.
Okay, it might not be because I know there's licensing companies. Then you get your ISRC or whatever code, and then they track it like that. But there is nobody like that in Namibia, so you think that it would fall to NASCAM to do. But no, it's fine. I'll look into it and then we're gonna hear. Now, as far as awards, we're talking about awards. Because as far as if I have to look and say, okay, Namibian artists that have affected music the most, especially from early on, I would have to say, Rashama definitely has to be there. Jackson Kayora definitely has to be there. People's Choice has to be there. As far as recognition, do you guys feel that you've gotten the recognition that
started this?
that you are owed?
Oh really?
Okay. You're talking about the awards, but you didn't mention what type of award.
No. There's different awards like a lifetime achievement.
Okay.
I think that one.
Still outstanding or still a pending award.
Okay, but then in that time, did you guys pick up any awards? Anything for?
No.
That has to have been the biggest song in the country.
No, we didn't.
Okay, and then the album after that, then the album that came up after that.
That one sell better than the first one, but nothing. The second one sell better than Siwelewele even, but nothing.
You see, when it comes to lifetime achievement awards, I think what happened here is that you see there should be a sequence. I mean, let me say, who is it? There was this gentleman. Who's the gentleman, man? Was it? Okay, but nonetheless, I think their sequence is not okay. The people that should get, it's fine. That's why you get that some are getting while already passed away. Jackson Kayowa got it while he's normal. Yeah. It's because of the sequence. people are not looking at the sequence that who should get first before. So I think there's just politics with this lifetime achievement. There's a lot of politics.
I mean,
Like now, I think maybe we'll get when we are normal, and then our kids should go and stand there. This was for my father. This was for no.
No, you should get it yourself.
And then Nama must not do that.
Ne?
Yeah. They must not do that, and we don't even know the criteria used.
They must give you your flowers while you can still.
Yeah. The criteria also used for the Nama. A lifetime achievement.
Okay.
It's not clear. Should you be active in music, or should you have been stopped with music so that you should get it?
Okay.
Yeah. The criteria is just not clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but currently, based on what do they give? I mean, perhaps if you do know, based on what is the lifetime achievement award given?
Okay. As I'm understanding it, is that. Maybe you should have been long in this game.
Like 20 years, 30 years, like
that's why I questioned the
Let's stop bashing our institutions. I'm sure they're doing what they can do. I want to know one last thing before we move on to your project that you're about to release now. If somebody wants to do a feature with you, say somebody wants to do township rock. Say for example, I want to do a township rock song. How can I get in touch with you? Or do you have a manager? How am I getting in touch with you for that? Say somebody wants to do a feature. One of the guys watching there, the Mara Punch artist wants to do a fusion.
It's like individual. Then it is for Martin. Then you can contact him. If it is me, then you contact me. If it is plans, then you can contact it.
Okay, where do we find you? Because it was actually very difficult for me to manage to get all of you together. So where can I find you? Facebook? Facebook.
You've got my number.
No, we're talking for the audience.
You got my number.
We're talking for the audience.
Okay.
Yeah, what's your name on Facebook so they can maybe inbox you and then say, okay, now let's do this.
Martin Tudinyani.
Okay, Facebook. All right, Mrs. Africana.
It's Funeka Chabalala Africana.
Yeah. Okay. Mr. Katamelo.
Okay, unfortunately, this Instagram things.
No.
Yeah, it's for young people. We don't know what
Instagram.
We don't know those things. But
It's something.
but I'm on WhatsApp, and as I'm talking now, one guy is calling me. He's from Zim, but he's in London. He happened to know one song of mine through Facebook. He called me yesterday. He told me that my disco is just, and now I'm talking about my latest. My disco, he compared it to South Africans, their latest disco. He said, no, there's nothing comparable. He said, no.
He wants
Yeah. So what I want to say is that on WhatsApp.
WhatsApp, where do you have your number? Facebook, can they get you on Facebook?
Yeah, on Facebook, yeah.
Facebook.
I go by just Franz Katamelo.
Franz Katamelo on Facebook, alright?
Yeah, sure.
We're going to be back. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
In 2 minutes,
we're going to wrap up. I think we'll talk about your project that you are about to put out now.
Yes.
And then we're going to
And
close.
also wants to view her opinion.
Okay. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yes.
No, I wanted to make it clear to the people of Namibia. As they are not seeing me on the video, they think maybe it's not me singing. But
Girl in the video.
Yeah. No. Let me just
sing the song.
Yeah.
I heard there were some circumstances and then you weren't able to make it to the shoot.
Yeah.
And then there's
Let me.
a lovely lady that stood in for you and lip synced for you on the video.
Yes.
Rest in peace. I think she passed away some time ago. It was 95.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And then just to quickly.
Yeah,
It is my daughter.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
sister's daughter.
Yeah. Just to quickly chip in there, just for rectification. I remember when I told, okay, may his soul also rest in peace, William Bwendi. Because we were busy shooting the video for one day. The second day we shot the whole video, and then at the end is when she came from the farm. I said, William Bwenda, she's now here. Willie said, no, there is no way she can now feature on this video because we have concluded everything now. Yeah. But she's, by the way, she's the one who sang Siwelewele.
Yeah, but I'm glad, I'm happy for her because I don't think I could have made that nice video. So
Exactly. Yeah. She feels that the video even sold because of the other lady.
But I want to also know about the dance. I know the video was linked with the skuduru dance and everyone. Did you guys, was there a dance that was already in that time or was it created just for the song?
No, it was
so the skuduru was already there.
It was in.
I think they should bring in this death penalty because one kills, goes to jail, comes out and does it again.
welcome back to Yellow Submarine podcast. We stop for a brief moment just so that Mr. Katamelo, I'm still struggling with your name. So Mr. Katamelo can show us what he's working on. What's next? What's dropping this year?
Some 2018 good.
Discord, it's best.
Discord, it's Township Discord.
I'm telling you, here I'm having, you will see that it's 6 people. But it's in actual fact only 2. It's me and my wife. And we call ourselves Fraria. Her name is Rihanna, my name is Franz, and then I combined the 2 names to call ourselves Fraria.
Fraria, Gayo Gaye, or is it?
Gayo Gaye. Gayo Gaye. Yeah. I remember when I was at Damara Nama for interview, they didn't even want to mention this name. They think that it's a type of a swearing. But in our language, means home.
It means home.
Yeah. So which means that there is no problem. Home. Yeah. This one I did it with my lovely wife.
With your wife. 12 tracks on the album. Sweetheart.
Sweetheart. Yeah, it was basically meant for her.
And then Gayo Gaye is number 7.
Yeah, Gayo Gaye. Which Gayo ni Gaye.
I'm not gonna get We'll practice. Sure. All right, thank you very much for coming. It's the start was a little bit rough with some technical difficulties and whatnot, but they actually came. I can't believe we managed to get all 3 of you to come to Okanja and to sit with us in the submarine. Thank you very much for coming. And I am pretty sure that you're gonna get your Lifetime Achievement Awards while you can still appreciate it. Before we go, let's just do this. It's nothing. It's all our guests sort of just come and then just because they want to support us youngsters doing our thing, but then we can.
Just a little.
I don't think it's nothing major. You can get that one. It's wrapped a little bit badly, but it's from the heart. It's from the heart.
No, thank you.